Good afternoon. Welcome to Friday, November the 13th. Love November the 13th, or I love Friday the 13th. My dad was born on a Friday the 13th, so I have no argument with it, beyond the fact that culturally it does carry energy that we do get excited about. So I figured for today it would be a nice thing to pull out a different deck, and I have picked Sonia Choquette's Trust Your Vibes, because these are really, they're really connected deeply with that spiritual energy that it expresses, and it Friday the 13th, we think it's unlucky. We ascribe a particular kind of energy onto it. And whether luck or good luck or bad luck, it's still luck. So it's about believing in an energetic field that can be more or less powerful on given days at given times, that kind of thing. So with Trust Your Vibes, we're looking at how those different unseen energies can't be managed or measured. Can't measure them with a stick or with a thermometer, but our bodies can sense them and feel them. And just as when you're on a labyrinth, you feel an energy that is not measurable in any other way except by the ability of the human body to feel it, to be sensitive to it. Anyway, what am I saying? I'm saying that Trust Your Vibes is about trusting your vibes. It's about being in that receptive mode. It's about listening to what those energies are saying to you and through you and within you. And I do believe that this deck will serve us well today. Cloudy day in Ottawa, if anybody cares. I think this is Friday session 36, since we all got locked in. I'm still calling it a lock-in because it just feels much more fun than a lockdown. I know I said that back in March. I continue to believe that. And if there's anybody there, please speak up. Tell me in the comments that you would like a card. And if there isn't anybody there, then I will have to believe that one day this video will be shown. And I'm going to draw a community card. So video viewer is going to get a break this time. Instead of waiting until there's a lull, they're going to get it right at the start. Then they can choose. Maybe they're just going to go away and never learn any of the other teachings that come through. But that's all right. So community card for Friday the 13th, telling us which of our vibes to tune into, because we can trust them and the information that they bring. So for the whole community, oh, I got two. What does that mean? Oh, hello. Hello, you have joined. Good to see you, Laurie. Okay, let me know if you want a card. I've drawn card for the community, and I guess they're a different thickness because I've ended up with two. Oh my goodness gracious, Heidi, how good. How good, how good. Okay, I'll read those later when there's nobody here. All right. So, Laurie, I'm going to believe that the phrase wish I could join, unless you're at work and you've gone again. All right. So, Heidi, I will draw for you. And then if Laurie is able to stay, I will draw for her. but I know that this is in her working time. Laurie, if you're watching the video or if you're hearing me as you work, I'm doing a 9:30 Saturday morning live as well. So if your work hours allow it, you could come to that one and you would be able to join. For sure, for sure. Oh my gracious, Terry, hello. Good morning, West Coast. Okay, Heidi Hanega. I am reading the vibes, the energy that is closest to you for you to trust, put some energy into, pay attention to on this Friday the 13th. Okay. Okay, Heidi. I think I've heard you get this card before, this message at least, if not this card from this deck, telling you to play, release some of the earnestness. And look at that, it's number 11. Everything I do this month comes out at number 11. All right, so 11 is two individuals that join together as a relationship by whatever definition that becomes, yours and my friendship, your relationship with the person who delivers your groceries, whatever. It's not necessarily about romantic entanglements, but it is about relating with other people. And of course, we relate at our best when we are whole and complete in ourselves, because then we're not looking to fix anything, for some of that whole you complete me myth, which is not good. Neither of these ones needs to be completed. They are just fine, and together they're even greater. The message to play, to connect to the things that you enjoy, to be in the energy of just wonder and enjoyment and having fun, getting away from the earnestness and the work. And when we're all working at home, it's very easy to just keep working until we sleep. But doing something that feels recreational, doing something that is for no other benefit than our own enjoyment is really, really important. And I think I know you well enough. My hair looks stellar because I just got out of the shower a very short time ago. Don't be so rude. I love you too. All right. So Heidi, not what? Okay, Terry, when it's your turn, absolutely. Regina, hi, welcome. Good to see you. All right, and I think Laurie must have gone. She came to say that she couldn't stay, and that was about it. All right. And so next is Terry and then Regina. Cool. All right. Terry, are you up early? Not too early. Okay. It's good to see you. Did you get your mail? For Terry on Friday the 13th. Her vibes want to talk about. Okay. I'm feeling badly now. Yeah, we'll just put it away. Okay. This is for Terry. Oh, number 1. So the beginning of all things and initiating, originating kind of energy. So at the start of it all, Sonia Choquette says, woo-woo is wonderful. And I don't know how much support you have in your community for your rare dabblings in the woo-woo. I'm glad you're here. You have my support. But this is about, you can see in the illustration that sort of taking it into the central, that place of knowing, that place of certainty that only good can come from connection to spirit, from the stuff that gets written off as woo woo by some people. All right. Okay, Heidi, I gotcha. All right, Regina is next, and then I have a Jaela. Jaela, let me know. Lovely. I don't recognize your name, so if you're here for the first time, welcome. All right, yeah, we'll see what the cards say and whether that applies to that. There may be something Spirit wants you to know more, but we will see. So Regina is first. Okay, so which vibes can you trust, especially on Friday the 13th? What vibes want to be acknowledged? This is for Regina. And before I even look at it, you're welcome, Terry. Trusting your vibes. This is all about you absolutely can connect to yourself and listen to the voice and know that you're into good stuff. All right, I don't know you except for your appearances here, Regina, so you know better than I do how much this applies to what's going on. It says clear the past, and there's a whole lot of sort of weighty impediments. There's chains holding you down. There's a what looks like the emblem for a loving heart that's flying away. There is an hourglass and that passage of time that is particular to the physical experience. Non-linear time being or linear time being an illusion because of the physical circumstance. It's number 36, and 36, 3 is your point of inspiration. 6 is where you serve the community and humanity and improve the world on your way through. They add up to a 9, which is a conclusion or a completion. So I think this is giving you permission to let go of anything that's holding you back. It's saying that what's over is over, and that's always true, even when we don't get a 9. But draw a line under it. Be willing to not just release the past, but to clear it, by which we mean it's about releasing the energy that it has. It's about making it, first of all, you've got to get clear what the problem is, right? So knowing in yourself, it's no good saying, oh, I know I felt badly when I was 10 years old, so I'm going to let that go. There's maybe a need to be really clear that you felt badly because your sister bit you in the thigh. And then you can go, my sister was 4. She was doing what she was doing. This is not actually something that I need to carry forward. And you can clear it out, move on, and never have a phobia about your thigh ever again. Right? Does that make sense, Regina? It does make sense. All right, I should have looked there first. Tanya Lee, hello. Hello. Okay, Jaela, I'm coming for you, and then I'm coming for Tanya. Tanya would love a card. Yes, there's time. We got so much time. It's crazy. It's wonderful. Tanya, I've got somebody I know in my mailbox that we're making an appointment, but it's Tanya or Tammy or it's a name like that. Okay, so where am I? I'm at Jaela. Okay, so possibly this will talk about your long-distance dating circumstance. Certainly it will tell you that you can trust your vibes. You don't need me. You can get centered into your quiet place, whether that's meditating or cycling or praying or hugging trees or whatever it is that you do. You can trust your vibes. This day, this card is just going to maybe point you in the right direction so that you know a little. in between. All right. Okay. Interesting. So the card you get says, remember to breathe. I have no idea if that has deep meaning for you. Beyond developing a quiet practice where you concentrate on your breath, where you meditate, or you go out for some sort of physical walk, a labyrinth or something like that, but be present in your breath. Allow the voice to filter through, right? Number 10, 1 is the beginning of all things. It is the energy that originates and initiates. 0 is a representation of everything, the cosmos. And when we add them together, you with the cosmos combined is again a 1. And it is your cosmic soul self that has and is having a physical experience right now. And the breath is an indicator of that physical reality, right? That we when we stop breathing, we stop inhabiting this physical body. So when we remember to breathe, we remember that we are in a physical body, but that's not about being a physical body. Is that making any sense? I don't know how much you have connected with the fact that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, right? And with every breath, and certainly with every conscious breath, and this is suggesting you get conscious about your breathing, we have that awareness that whatever is Jayela, that energy that is Jayela, that has existed since the beginning of time and continues to exist, right now it is living in this body that other people call Jayela, and where you rest and you develop, and so you are the wisdom of all the cosmos, and the love of source flows through you and into other people. This doesn't answer your question directly. It tells me that you know the answer, and when you can get into a meditative, a place of listening, then that information is there for you. I hope that helps. It doesn't answer the question at all, and I apologize for that, but you know. All right. Tanya. Is Tanya next? Regina. Regina said it made sense, I think. Okay. Tanya, it is you, Tanya, that's in my mailbox. Okay. Irsa, hello, how lovely. Hello, hello. Are you just here to say hello? I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30, or you're welcome to stay. You can do both. I don't mind either way. Okay. So Tanya is next, and then Cousin Kathy, and then, all right, you're welcome, Jaela. Okay. And then Irsa, if this, yes, I'm good. I'm always good. I am so blessed, and I love to be here. And delightful, delightful. Okay, so what did we say, Tanya? Okay, Tanya. I know I sent you some dates. Now I have no idea what they were. But we will coordinate, for sure, for sure. So Tanya, on this Friday the 13th, last time I saw you was Friday the 13th of March. That was the last day that I was out in the world. Isn't that interesting? Okay. All right. So the card for Tanya today is this one. All right. The card is asking, what do you love? Of all the different things that there are in the world, we've got depictions of nature and of people and of food and of I assume that's the lips of a potential person that you love. There's if that's a bird or an airplane to travel with. There are multitudes of things for us to love, and getting clear about what it is that we love. Hey Heidi, I see you. Um, Getting clear about what you love helps to refine the direction that you're taking to move towards doing what you love. But you need to know it's that whole. I said last week, I think it was last week, if your distant plan is to make the best sponge cake in the whole world, but this week you don't start making sponge cakes to see how you can improve them and how you can get them better, then that goal is really really hard to reach, because you're not going to do it on the first try. So figuring out what it is you want in the end in order to know what to do next. And I think this card is speaking this to you. 2 is for your relationships with people. It's community. It's your if you're in a couple, it's part of that. It's your household at this time, your bubble at this time. 3 is your point of inspiration, where ideas come to you, where your creativity flows. And they add together to 5, which is your progress forward, your expansion, your growth. And I know that you have a plan of how it is that you want to grow, and we need to talk, let's face it. But the card, I believe, is asking you to get really definite about what it is that you love. And in a field where you're working with people, do you love helping people? Do you love helping their families? Do you love the part where you talk to them about their story? Do you love the part where after they've left there's work to do? Do you love? I don't know what you love. So that is what the card is asking. All right. So now that was Tanya. This is Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Lovely to see you. And then I have Irsa. And then I have Heidi, friend of my friend. Cool. All right. Isn't that lovely? 2 Heidis. I am, how lucky. How lucky is a person to have 2 Heidis in their life? Okay. Kathy Dalby. I saw the map of all your walking. You are doing great. It's so inspiring. Okay, so an energy that is available for you, the vibes that you can trust on Friday the 13th. Okay, something's going on with you that is not personal. That's interesting. So I don't know if there's a situation, a relationship, something that maybe doesn't feel very comfortable, something you've heard or read online that has just maybe caused you a bit of a twinge of some sort. And Spirit's here to say it's not personal. It's never personal. What anybody else thinks about you or says about you is none of your business anyway. It's about them. If they think that you are purple, you know you're not purple. This is about them walking around thinking people are purple, right? Too bizarre. So number 25, 2 is that relationship, and that's certainly why I think it's this is entirely about somebody else, some other individual, some part of the community. 5 is about great growth and expansion and progress, adapting and adjusting, and it might be that somebody has adapted and adjusted and twisted some fact about you or something like that. They add up to a 7, which is a teacher. So you're getting this moment where something, someone, some phrase has made you take a double take and wonder what in the world they're talking about. And you get to learn that it's not personal. And in not accepting other people's judgment, you get to teach how to be serene in life and not take on other people's stuff. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, Irsa, I believe if you're still here, you're next. Yes, okay. Irsa and then Heidi. Oh, and I've lost my screen, went funny. Okay. Irsa. Irsa. Okay. Friday the 13th. Trusting your vibes. What vibes are around you to be trusted? Oh, Irsa, I don't know enough about your life to know how much this is necessary. It says seek solitude. It's number 33, 3 being that place of inspiration and creativity and new ideas coming into the physical world. So 3, I like to say it doesn't matter if it's new recipes, new algorithms, new oil paintings, new poetry that is traveling through you from the universe into the human experience, which is wonderful. You have 2 of them. So seeking solitude to make time to paint your picture or whatever it is a fairly sensible thing. And then the 6 comes together as that place of service, that place where you improve the world on your way through. So if you are inspired to create a children's game about homeschooling or for homeschooling or something like that, you get to be in that creative energy and let it pour through you and into the world, and you improve the community when you release it and you make things better for other people. Best done without distractions, right? So being in that place where you can allow spirit to flow through, that's how that reads for me. Okay, good, Kathy. That's lovely. Jen, hey, Jen. Good to see you. All right, that was Irsa. Heidi is next. Heidi we have a mutual friend. I don't think I've ever met you, Heidi. And you haven't come to any of my Zoom events. So, okay, I'm wondering why you got that card, Kathy. If you never take anything personally, unless perhaps today was the day, because it's a 7, right? So this was a day for the people who are on the call and the people who watch the video to learn from you about letting things stay where they belong. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so this is for Heidi, and then I think Jen is next. Okay, oh, that does make sense, Tanya. Good, good, good. All right, we have to. Okay. Who am I talking to? I lost it. Heidi. That was Kathy. You know what happens when you answer, which is lovely, and I'm glad you do, but it means that I lose the original order. Okay, Kathy, then Irsa. Jayla says thank you. And then hi is Heidi. And then Tanya's done. Okay, so Heidi and then Jen. Excellent. All right, party on. Okay, Heidi. In your energetic field on Friday the 13th, you can trust. Oh, okay. It's telling you to check your vibes. This, I think you can see, is a tuning fork, which there are practitioners who actually work with tuning forks and putting them on your body and changing the vibration of your energetic field. I don't know if they're working during COVID, but it is a thing, and it absolutely is a thing that your field vibrates, and that the sensations and the feelings and the perceptions that you receive are traveling through those layers of the ether before they reach your body, right? They inhabit a field around you. So checking on that, depending what is going on and how life is going, and if your health is good, I find myself questioning your physical health with that, just getting it checked and getting and seeing. Okay, the number is 30. 3, we've seen a lot of threes today. It's the point of inspiration, it's the creativity, it's the, when you are in your 3, you are the hollow reed through which the cosmos can transmit new things into the physical world. That can be, it can be about gardening, it can be about a new way to make soup, it can be a solution to a mathematical problem, it can be any number of things that you could not make a list and formulate it without some sort of creative out of the box thing. And that is spirit coming into your field through your 3 energy. The 0, of course, is the entire cosmos. So we add them together, we still get a 3, and it is the cosmos being creative within you, and just magnified at great scale there. So if you're not a Reiki practitioner, I'm doing Reiki online because it's an unseen energy. It doesn't need to be in a physical proximity, because the energy travels in its own dimension. So something like that, whether with me or with another Reiki practitioner or some other kind of energy work that appeals to you, somebody who reads auras, that kind of thing. And not, I mean, I don't think you're going to fall over, go boom. I just, there's some sort of a call just asking you to check. And of course, you can check yourself. You can get within, you can find that quiet place and ask your deep guide what you need to know. And that will do it all. Okay, yes, happy Friday back to you, Jen. You are next. That is lovely. I did draw cards for the community, and the poor people watching the video have not seen them yet because somebody came in and I set them aside. Okay, so this is for Jen, who is on a lunch break, I guess, after class. All right, Jen, energy in your field, the vibes that you can trust. Okay, this is telling you to call on your healer guides. So this is again a call to, and it doesn't have to be physical health, although I am aware that you have made some decisions about your physical self, and I guess maybe this is speaking to that. The 1, which is your personality and your oh, Heidi, I would love that, absolutely. That personality that is the core of you, that always has been and always will be. That is the 1. 4 is that solid, reliable energy that we can build on. That is, it calls you to tend to the details and all of that. And we combine them together, we get a 5, which is about growth and progress and expansion and increase, right? So, calling on your healer guides, this is about you being practical. And I do know that you have reasons that you want to address your physical health. So I think the vibe, it's certainly affirming that you have made the right choice, and it is saying, I am not an angel practitioner and I don't use angel cards. That's a picture of an angel. Yeah, so make a liar of me. But angel practitioners say that no matter how much we're surrounded by angels, and we can call them, positive entities and guardians and whatever we call them, they say they will never, ever intervene without an invitation. So unless there's something so extreme that they would interfere with our own choices, and I can't imagine what that would be, they will stand by and wait, ready to serve, watching us hurt ourselves or do things that are not in our own best interest. They will stand by. They have never yet, to my knowledge, stepped in and grabbed a cigarette out of somebody's lips or anything like that. They stand by. But when we call on those energies to help with the quitting smoking or whatever it is, once we invite them, then their energy becomes available to us, and our own energy field is just increased exponentially, and our ability, our in that case it would be the willpower to quit the cigarettes, right, is just phenomenally supported, and we're able to move forward with moving out of that addiction, right? So calling on them is the important part. So any change that you want to make, however you call your ancestors, your guides, your guardians, your teachers, your angels, whatever you want to call them, you have to invite them in to help you. And once you do, they absolutely will. So that is, how do you call on healing angels? There are many ways. There's the simple the simple verbal request of please help me is we don't often think of it until we're in real trouble and going to hurt ourselves, but the help is there. There are lots of different rites and rituals for raising angelic presence, and I know there's a thing with an apple. I don't do angels very much, but there's a thing with an apple that I'll look it up and post it for you. Things like candles and incense and an intention to light a candle saying, this flame invites my angels to come and be with me. Then, it liberates them from all of the inhibitions that have been there because they don't interfere. I am not an angel practitioner. Okay. All right. So back at the beginning when nobody was here, I hope that helps, Jen. I drew a card. I thought I was drawing a card for the community, and what happened? Okay, no, you're not being complicated. What would I say? See, I have a wonderful spirit guide who I can call on. Don't always remember to, because that seems to be part of the human condition. We've just got consistent amnesia about spirit. Getting up in the morning, and I have a bit of a sort of a gratitude ritual in the morning because I woke up. Yay! So there's a thanks for waking up. There's a thanks for a great many other things, and then there's an invitation to any entities that are here to support me. I invite you to support me in any way that you can. So I walk around feeling supported. And I am. And I'm so fortunate. My life is so good. So I'm not going to mess with it. I would wish the same for everyone. Just because. Drew a card for the community. I'm sorry, video viewers. And I got two. And they're not thinner than mine by any stretch, but I got two. So what I got was number 19, learn, which is a good lesson for everybody and the whole community. And I think as we are right now in a lot of people going into a second lockdown and really feeling it a lockdown. The 1 and the 9, the 1 is yourself, the 9 is that holistic energy of all things being connected. And my goodness, when you look at how the virus can spread and how quickly it can travel across communities. Yeah, because we're all connected. We're one family. It is a great number. I love number 19. It's perfect for that. They're adding together. We add the 1 and the 9, we get a 10, which is the individual with the whole cosmos, which is the cosmos within each of us, right? So, and we're here to learn, and everything we do is an opportunity to take on board the lessons of the human experience. And that's what we came for, right? If we're content without the human experience, we wouldn't be here now. We've come to learn, to expand our understanding, to experience what Abraham Hicks calls the contrast, so that we can figure out what we want by experiencing what we don't want and move away from it. Okay, the second card that stuck to this when I was drawing for the community is stay in your own skin, which is sort of another way of saying stay in your own lane. It's another way of saying keep your nose out of my affairs. It's ultimately one of the huge lessons of the human experience, that I can only be responsible for myself, my actions, my thoughts, my reactions and responses. I cannot feel your tears for you. I cannot make you love my dog. I can't make you feel anything. And I hope that I would choose not to physically impose myself on you and give you a black eye, because that would not be staying in my own skin. When I stay in my own skin, the 2 and the 6. 2 is about community, because nobody's born into a box. We're not solitary creatures that can survive alone. I'm very much a loner, and look at me here talking to 20 people this hour. I have a lot of people in my life. Each of us is part of a community, and we're born into a family, into a village, into sometimes into a congregation, or into a grouping that supports us, even though we are still individuals. 6 is that wonderful energy of responsibility and service and connecting with beauty to improve the world on your way through it. So within the community, you're serving one another. When we're babies, the adults look after us. When we're adults, we look after the babies. There's this wonderful looping. And of course, these add together to an 8, which is that loop, that back and forth of unseen energy that connects us all. It's the in-breath and the out-breath, and neither one can exist without the other one. It's a lovely flow of spiritual input. So for the community, you're being told to learn and to... Okay, Jen, I'm so glad that you were here. That's lovely. Take care. I will see you later for sure, for sure. Yeah, so that's the community draw this time. Stay in your own skin. and learn. That's so nice. I like it. Okay. Is there anybody else here? My goodness, it's 1:45. All right. What was that? Okay. Have I missed anyone? Heidi, you're welcome. Kathy. Kathy, you often stay to the end. Are you still here? If there's nobody else here, we can play, you and I. Okay, Tanya. Splendid, splendid. All right. So I will invite you to sign up for my newsletter over at www.joleath.com, Joleath. And there's a sign me up button on just about every page, I think. Also, lots of resources there. I have blogs written the last 8 years. I've been writing regular blogs, and they're all still there. And there's an awesome index and an awesome... Heidi, you're still here. How lovely. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Heidi was here too. Thank you for staying so long. We will talk soon, I'm sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day. It's chilly here. I think you won't be back on the river anytime soon. Sorry. Lovely that you came, though. So good. All right. Where am I? Blogs, index, and a search function, and even just words. Ian, long time no see. Lovely, lovely to see you again. Happy Friday the 13th. I absolutely am keeping well. I hope you are too. I'm using Sonia Choquette's deck today. Honoring, oh, thank you, Heidi. We need to Zoom soon so I can see your face and hear your voice. The energies, because Friday the 13th, a lot of people who don't usually talk about such things do acknowledge that the energy might be different today. So I figured this was a good day to talk about the vibes that are around us and to see from this deck which vibes we can be trusting, what information is available to us. So this is for Ian. So good to see you. Not see you, see your name. Oh. All right, so number 41. That's so interesting because we had number 14 already today. So the same digits reversed. Get a new story, it says. I think we've talked about story, you and I, Ian. This is an interesting picture. There's a lot of imagery that is duplicated on different cards. And in this one, the individual, the human, is standing in themselves as if they were a plant that has grown up out of the earth, right? So how I interpret that, there's another meme that comes around onto my screen periodically that says, if things aren't going right, remember you're not a tree, you can move, walk away. And I feel as though this has got a similar kind of energy. You're not actually rooted in the ground. You have the freedom to move and to change and to twist yourself to a different angle and take on a different perspective on life. And I think we're all aware that telling ourselves a different story really, really helps. And it isn't about changing the truth or changing the facts. It's simply about, do I Do I sit in the doorway because it's raining, and when it's raining it's wet and it's grey and it's cold and it's damp and it's horrible? Or do I go out and dance in the rain that is feeding the flowers and moistening the soil and making the grass greener? And, same rain, same clouds, same everything. What's different is the story that we tell about it. And I think we've all got stuff in our lives that sometimes we just need to look at it a little bit differently and feel better about stuff, because actually it's all good, really and truly. So 41, the 4 is about that practicality, and I know you're in a time of studying and scheduling and setting up you've got obligations to meet throughout the week, and different things at different times, and you have to be practical about getting there. And of course, in COVID, we all have to be really practical about taking our masks and washing our hands and doing those things. There's really, really necessary practical actions that we have to take all the time. The 1 is you. It is you, your lovely soul, that piece of spirit that is Ian and has been Ian since forever and will be forever. And when you are combining yourself and your spiritual energy with the schedule that you're having to deal with and the good sense that you're portraying, they're coming together. They're adding into a 5, which is that growth, that progress, that expansion that moves forward. This is oh, now just a minute. Kathy's still here. That's really good. Ian, it is pertinent to what you're doing. That's lovely. Okay, that all right, good. I hadn't thought about the counseling course, but that makes sense. And Kathy, being comfortable in your own skin. Okay, that does relate to your card. You're right, because you had, what was it about not taking it personally? It's not personal, right? Whoops. Aye. It's not personal. And stay in your own skin. Yeah, they're very much the same color scheme. Oh, and they're 25 and 26, so they're next to each other in the deck. I've got a window on my window. There we go. Yes, so you are correct. They're very much connected to each other. They're also you have, it's not personal. Something flitted through my brain. I'm sorry. It has gone again. Kathy, I'm doing lives on Saturday mornings at 9:30 my time. So you and Ian both, everybody is invited. But I'm thinking it might be a better time on a Saturday for people in the UK. I've instituted them because there are a couple of people who come to these Fridays who are staying up until midnight to be here. So I've set one back a bit. But if Kathy, if your mum or your daughter or anybody else, if tomorrow afternoon works better, I would love to see you here, and you too, Ian, if there's more. Also, I do a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I'm still doing the guided meditation, guided visualization, quiet time. It is really nice, and even though it's the middle of the afternoon for me, I find that just being in that quiet, that calm that comes with that, it just really lifts me up. So I'm not going to stop anytime soon. That's a Zoom thing, and you can I put the link in my newsletter, and if you're not getting my newsletter, please head over to my website and sign up for it. Actually, on the Facebook page here, the link is there. You might have to scroll down. I put it in a couple of weeks ago. I'll try and remember to do it again. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. And you too can head over to www.joeleith.com and sign up for stuff. Okay, it's 4 minutes to. Is there anybody lurking who would like a card before I go away? Is there anybody with anything else to say? I really like what that card says for you, Ian. That makes so much sense. It really does, and I'm so glad. It's yes, I've been missing you this last little while. I know you're busy, and that's all right. But I was aware of your absence. Just saying. What else is there to talk about? It is November. A lot of 11 energy around, and I have. Was it the first card that somebody pulled? Yeah, first card was an 11. 11. There's. I wrote an article called "The Power of the Number 11" or something like that. For A Beautiful Life magazine, and it is linked from this Facebook page to Exploring Past Cosmic Wisdom. And I will be back next Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern, for what I think is the 37th Friday since we got locked down. And tomorrow, all through November, I'm doing Saturday mornings at 9:30 Eastern. Zoom on Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern. And then I have some Zoom events coming up shortly. I got some new software I need to play, right? All right, it's 2 minutes to. Is there anybody out there? Last call. Last call. The twos, the 11 of November is a time, and it's nice we get this Friday the 13th, and they're talking about energy fields, because intuition and connection with that energy is very present. And I think, okay, splendid, Ian. I would love that if you could come tomorrow. That'd be great. Great. Yes, I think so. Right now, it's coming on 3 o'clock in the afternoon this minute. So you can. Okay, yes, Ian and Kathy, you're both in the same time zone, so that makes sense. Splendid, good. And it's, I think, 7 in the evening at Pooja's house. So I hope Pooja makes it. All right, yeah, I think the hour is up. Thank you for being here. I enjoyed that. I like these cards. I've owned this deck for a long time, but I haven't used them. Certainly, I think since maybe I've done them once on a Friday since we've been doing this, but mostly I use my own cards. And I like these. These were good for today. I am going to head off. So thank you. All right, yes, no, outdoor visiting only. I can understand that. Never mind. One of these days, I want you to get your mom on here. I really, really do. However, so yes, stay safe. Stay home when you can. Be very safe when you have to go out. Wear your masks, wash your hands, all of those things. And thank you so much for being here. If you're watching the video, thank you for hanging in to the very end. And I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.